Happy middle of the week, engineers. How are you today? Ooh, wonderful. I'm having a great day. I'm really looking forward to being an engineer with all of you. Were any of you able to work on your puppets last night? Oh, goodness, so many of you were able to make them. How exciting. I'm glad you did, because while I was working on mine last night, I was thinking about my shadow puppet box. You know, this one that I've been using? So I was wondering if the material that I had taped to it before was the best one. I mean, I love the way it looks, but being an engineer, I think it's important to test materials out and know for sure. So my question for today is, am I using the best material for my shadow box? And I have an idea for testing this out. I'm going to test different types of paper to determine which one is best for our shadow puppet show. What do you think of that, engineers? I knew you'd be interested. Before we test out our different materials, I wanted to share some new words with you. These words are properties that we will see today. Are you ready to read them with me? Awesome. Let's read the words and see what they mean. So here we have translucent, and that's when a material allows light but not detailed shapes to pass through. Okay, kind of like what we were seeing with the shadows. And transparent, which is on a transparent material, is when a material allows light to pass through so that the objects behind can be seen. Okay, so wonderful job reading those with me. Now, which of these two properties would be best for our shadow box? Do we only want light to pass through, like in a translucent material, or do we want to be able to see every single detail, like in a transparent material? That's right. A property we want our materials to have is to be translucent. We also want to make sure that our material gives a crisp shadow. Otherwise, it won't be seen. Well, engineers, I think we're ready to get started. I made a chart ahead of time, and I'm going to use it while I perform my test. I want a material that's going to give a crisp shadow and is only translucent, not transparent. Let's read what materials and properties we're going to check out today on my chart. So today we'll be testing cardboard, printer paper, wax paper, cellophane, and toilet paper. And we'll be looking for translucent properties and a crisp shadow. I'm going to be using tape to change the materials out for each test, and I'm going to test and observe each material to see if it has both of the properties that I chose. Are you ready to test out cardboard with me? Great. Let's see what happens. I'm going to turn on my light source. Interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. It's not translucent, no crisp shadow. So let's test out the printer paper. All right. Oh, also translucent and crisp. Okay. Wax papers, yes, yes. Not bad. All right. This has some good properties. Let's test out the cellophane next. All right, engineers. Do you think this cellophane is transparent? I agree. We can see all the details and not really any shadows. So translucent, no. Crisp shadow, no. Oh wait, it is translucent because the light still comes through. I'm sorry, I made a mistake, scientists. Yes. All right, let's test out our final material, toilet paper. Oh, this one's pretty translucent and it has a crisp shadow. Yes and yes. But what do you think? Will it actually be useful for our shadow box? Yeah, I'm not really so sure either. But which materials do have the best properties for our box? I agree, either the wax paper or the printer paper. I'm gonna continue using the wax paper. Boop. But it's good to know that I can use a different material if I needed to. I'm so excited, engineers. We are so much closer to making my shadow puppets work better. We already determined what materials I need to make them and what material is best for displaying the shadows. If you're making this with me, what are you going to use? Ooh, how exciting. I had so much fun learning with you today. I can't wait to learn even more with all of you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the show.